You heard me say this before, but I really can't wait for the NBA final and coverage of Game 1 between the Magic and the Lakers. You notice how I can't decide what I want to do.
Yeah, but I already advertised who I want.
Lakers.
What are these for?
Those are wristbands.
Who are they?
These are they're wristbands.
They're just for the champions.
This is a championship trophy.
Pacific time here on ABC. So you can check it out right here on ABC. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all you need to really know. See, there it is right there on your thing.
No magic.
Joy is giving me a hot flash. Joy is having hot flashes from a wristband. So.
Well, if she thinks she's having a hot flash from that, check this out. The reality show, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Which you has missing because you're in London.
Yes, has contestants like my friend Lou Diamond Phillips, and they're doing stuff like, well, just take a look at this.
Oh! Louie. Ow! Lou, you can do it. Ow! Ow!
Come on, Lou, hang in there.
Come on, baby.
You can do it.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it took about 5 bites. That was the least of them. What's interesting is because the rat went back a few times, you know, for seconds and thirds. It's fine. Everything seems to be in working order, and bring on the next thing.
Some of these contestants were incredibly famous and successful not too long ago. And this is the question that we're asking, is this the only option that's left?
You know, he was, Lou David was one of the very first guests
Lou Diamond,
we had.
yeah.
Lou Diamond was one of the very first guests that we had on The View, and we have special feelings about him. And it's not just that watching this when your hand is being bitten by rats is awful to see, but it's what you're saying. Why do they have to? Is there no other choice?
Well, sometimes, yeah, there isn't.
I guess.
Sometimes there's not, because
maybe like the adventure?
But that's not exactly adventure.
That might be true. But oftentimes, you know, people forget, and maybe this is a good time to remind them that sometimes, you know, you're a star, and then things dry up. And you still have to feed your family.
We
and
still
you
on
say,
topic?
Yes.
No. Along with that, though, Whoopi, you're talking about you got to feed your family. There's a reason why. But I can understand that, but I'm looking at Blagojevich's wife, the first lady of Illinois. What the heck is she doing?
You don't understand. These people who have had... They've had everything at their feet. Suddenly, there is no way for them to go and get a gig. No one will hire them. And I'm talking to you this way because I have lived this, where you are begging people, please let me audition for you.
Would you were you ever in that place where you would feel like you maybe would have done something like this?
I got a radio show instead, but I'll tell you what. If the radio show that I got hadn't come when it did, and if The View hadn't called when it did, yes, I would have. Because I'm not ashamed to say I need help. And if people are listening, then they'll help. And if they're not, then you go do whatever you have to do short of, and I say this only because it's tiring, short of working the corner.
You know, also, too, we talk
about this, and some do that. But Joy brought up something yesterday, because you and I have known each other a long time, and I've known the down periods.
Don't tell me you work the corner. I can't hear it.
No, but you know my story of when I used to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning and the ladies of the evening thought I was working the corner. But Joy said yesterday, when you do a show like this, and there's the reality shows are just, you know, so many, does it help your career when you leave? Do you then get a job? Now, in the case of our baby here, she was, you know, she did this and people discovered her. We did. But ordinarily, if you do a show like this, does it get you a job?
Yes. I must tell you, you go on to other reality shows. You might get a reality show of your own. You get on Dancing on the Stars. You get on a... I mean, it is...
Marie Osmond's career was resuscitated, I think, a lot by Dancing with the Stars. When she fainted, especially. That
you know, in this case, too, with Lou Diamond Phillips, what I liked about what I just saw is a lot of times you think these actors are just very shallow and they don't have anything in between their brains. But this man man had a lot of heart because he cared about his team and he wanted his team to win, to stick his hand in with some rats. That showed a lot of strength of character to me.
He's also...
They should have put out like a warning. Yeah. Because Steve is probably clicked right now. He's not watching it. He cannot see rats on television.
Right, he lives in New York City.
This is a guy. He gets the heaves. Like if a pigeon craps on the window, he starts to get the dry heaves.
Let me give you a very good example of someone whose career was huge, my friend David Carradine, who, by the way, passed away today. You know, I just want to let y'all know. He was young, and I don't know, we don't have all the details, but I just want to let you know that happened. But he went from Kung Fu to Kill Bill. Yes. And there was a huge amount of time between any of that. So, you know, you never know. And for whatever it is, bye, David. Now, you in skinny bathing suits. I heard this room. I almost dropped my breasts.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to fit into a bathing suit by the time we leave, and I'm having a hard time with the food. Everything looks like cheeseburger and French fries to me. Barbara looks like a cheeseburger. I want to eat you right now.
We will be right back because I don't want to see her eat Barbara. We will be back with Tanya Wilson.
No fat.